Hey class, please tell me that you all have listened to the music of Pearl Jam, or at least seen the movie Into the Wild, where a guy traveling across the United States in search of new life ends up dying in an abandoned bus because he ate a bunch of poisonous berries. If you said yes to either one of these questions, you have now had the honor and privilege of listening to the masterful artist and vocalist by the name of Eddie Vedder. In the next few minutes, I will explain to you what a profound impact this man has had on my life. Eddie Vedder was born Edward Louis Severson on December 23, 1964 in Evanston, Illinois. His mother and father divorced when he was at the age of 2. Once that divorce was final, his mother decided to take his siblings along with Eddie and herself and move to Encinitas, California. I'm not sure if any of you know where Encinitas is, but it's a very tight-knit surfing community right on the beach in San Diego. It's also very expensive. This is where Eddie fell in love with music and surfing. And at the age of 12, Eddie was granted a gift of a guitar by his mom, and he immediately fell in love. He also played the piano. During his high school years, Eddie's mother couldn't afford to live in Encinitas anymore and decided to take Eddie's siblings along with herself and moved back to Chicago, Illinois. Eddie wanted to stay, and so he juggled 2 part-time jobs, and he also went to high school. There's one recollection that Eddie talked about, and he got in a confrontation with one of his teachers, and his teacher asked, why do you never bring your assignments to school? And he opened his backpack up and all these bills fell out. He was trying to juggle life, but it didn't work. He ended up dropping out of high school and moving back with his mom in Chicago, Illinois. At the age of 20, he came back to Encinitas, and that's when the magic happened. He quotes when he was around 15 or 16, Eddie says, "When I was 15 or 16, I was all alone, except for music." He also said, "I think music is the greatest art form that exists. People listen to music for different reasons, and it serves different purposes." Eddie was in a few bands, nothing major. Those early bands were called Surf and Destroy, The Butts, Indian Style, and Bad Radio. According to the Los Angeles Times, while working at a gas station, Eddie was approached by a friend of his who handed him a demo track with 5 songs on it. Those 5 songs were strictly instrumental. There was no vocals. Eddie listened to those instrumental tracks, and when he was finished, he went surfing. Upon returning from surfing, he recorded his dubbed version of his vocals over those tracks. He then took that tape and he sent it back to Seattle, Washington, where Mike McCready, Jeff Ament, and Stone Gossard received that tape with his 3 dub tracks. Those 3 tracks ended up turning into Alive, Once, and Footsteps. Pearl Jam was born. Pearl Jam was formed in 1990 and signed by Epic Records in 1991. The Los Angeles Times quotes saying, "Pearl Jam touched a nerve in teenagers and 20-somethings with broken homes and low self-esteem." Kind of fits right in, huh? When Kurt Cobain passed away from the band Nirvana, Eddie was absolutely devastated. There's only one quote that he had said about Kurt Cobain when it actually happened. And the Los Angeles Times quotes him saying, "Sometimes, whether you like it or not, people elevate you, and it's really easy to fall." Later on, Saturday Night Live got Eddie to say that people think you are this grand person who has all their shit together. They write letters, come to shows, and even to your house, hoping for you to fix everything, but you can't. Pearl Jam's debut album 10 went platinum, and so did the next 2 albums, their second and third, called Versus and Vitology. I'm curious to know if anyone here knows why their album was called 10 or titled 10. It's actually titled 10 because of Mookie Blaylock, who played for the Golden State Warriors. That was the number on the back of his jersey. Eddie's solo career took off in 2007 when Into the Wild came into effect. He also came out with ukulele songs in 2011. Into the Wild is the only track and CD that I can listen to from start to finish without interruptions. I don't have to skip a single song. It's pretty incredible. According to Rolling Stone, Eddie was ranked number 7 on the best lead singers of all times list. It's pretty crazy. Eddie married in 2010 to Jill, a philanthropist and ex-fashion model in LA. They have 2 beautiful daughters, Harper and Olivia. Eddie was introduced and inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. Since then, he sold 85 million records by the year 2018, according to Rolling Stone. You're probably wondering if I've ever seen Eddie play on stage before. I will tell you, I've seen him multiple times at the Ohana Festival. As you can probably see right here on my sweater, that's one of them. He puts on an incredible show. Every year is different, but every year I enjoy it even more. Eddie plays the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, the ukulele, the tulalele, the mandolin, banjo, and harmonica. Pretty incredible, right? A lost boy with a broken home, dropping out of school in order to survive, to starting Pearl Jam, to selling over 85 million records, now to have 2 beautiful daughters, and wowing the world with his solo career. What a true rock and roll icon. Don't hesitate to see him play if you have the chance. And I'll close with this quote. It's the ones without scars. Those are the people that you have to watch out for. It's a pretty cool shirt too. Bye, you guys.